Good morning. I'm on closer to my normal time. How is everyone this morning? It is about 8 a.m. here. Did everyone sleep well? I'm just saying this because I'm assuming it's like morning where you guys are at, but it could literally be later in the day. Good morning, good morning. Oh, thank you for the roses already. Today is Spirit Talk Day, so no card pulls. Oh, well, good afternoon to you, Belgium. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so 7 a.m. All right. Yeah, that's a little early too. It's almost 9 here. It's about 9 o'clock. Good morning. Is there anything, anyone, 1 p.m. UK? I want to go visit the UK. I do. Ireland and England and just all Europe. JT, I'm very happy. I'm happy to see that. You have been striving for that, so good. Good. Take your time. Take your time. We're still in Mercury retrograde for the next couple of weeks. So Mercury retrograde is one of the best times of the years to actually reflect and review and evaluate and reevaluate everything in your life. Okay? So yeah. The Redwoods! Oh my God, I was there in 2019. I went up there with a friend. Actually, it was right around now in 2019. I was there for about a week, and where did we stay up in? Arcata? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Arcata. And went to visit Mount Shasta, and oh my God, I was so happy to visit the Redwoods. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. It was so great. So thank you all for being here. So today is just Spirit Talk. Yep, no questions. Thursday, that's right. Thursday is all the questions. Crescent City, okay, very nice. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, keep them. I love seeing the red hearts go up. I love it. I love it. Tennessee, hello. I was raised on the meat of bees. All right, I like it. Well, do you mean what do you mean meat of bees? Do you mean honey? Very confused. Good morning, California. Actual bees? That's interesting. I have not heard of such a thing. Oh, okay. I've never been to Texas. All right. What do you got? That's interesting. Australia, hello. Australia's been coming up for me lately. I don't know why. I've been seeing Australia, the word Australia randomly. Yeah. Maybe I'll be visiting Australia sometime in the future. I have no idea. Pennsylvania, yeah, not too far from me. So with Spirit Talk today, what do you, is there anything, do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to talk about specifically? I've been, a lot of my TikTok feed has been all about the divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and I've definitely touched upon that and stuff. But I don't think I've ever, and I think I'm going to create a video of this today. I don't think I've ever stated a definition of a divine feminine or divine masculine. I've always just said, oh, we have qualities, and the feminine is receptive and go with the flow, and masculine's action, goal oriented and yada yada yada. So I thought I would actually I literally before I hopped on this live. Yes, yeah. Well, that's because there's going to be an increase of those unions between people. Okay, so Lil Meg, I'll get to your question in a moment. I literally Googled, okay? I Googled a definition of the divine feminine, divine masculine, because I was like, okay, I talk about it in quality, but I don't really talk about it like as a definitive term. So I wrote down what they are so that you know what I mean? So divine feminine, dictionary definition, just so you know. Hello, Ian. Divine feminine is the feminine aspect of the divine power that connects and binds the earth together. Goddess energy that exists within all of us, which we do. We all have feminine and masculine energies. The divine feminine energy teaches us to let things flow and to come to us. Like think like, I don't chase, I attract. That's the divine feminine. Whereas the divine masculine, and again, we have both qualities within us, so it's like the opposite. They're marked more by action, okay? So the God energy within us, it represents leadership, taking charge and doing rather than just being, okay? It teaches us to follow through, with an idea. It's kind of like the feminine aspect can come up and be inspired with the idea, but the masculine teaches us to follow through with it. So those are the dictionary definitions of divine feminine, divine masculine, just so you all know. Okay, so twin flames and soulmates. So soulmates, my opinion, soulmates can literally be anyone in your life. Soulmate is just like, it can be a sister, it can be a brother, it can be someone you're romantically with, it can be a parent, it could be just a lifelong friend. Like soulmates come in, like some soulmates are in for your entire life, literally start to finish, or some just come in just, for a season to teach you whatever it is your soul is meant to learn through connecting with that person. My understanding of a twin flame, usually a romantic partnership, and yes, twin flames are soulmates. Not all soulmates are twin flames. Twin flames are like a deeper soul connection. And I feel like twin flames tend to mirror like all aspects of you within them. Okay, especially the aspects that within yourself that you would wish to like deny or push back or like, not think you are this way, but in actuality, maybe you are. And it's because they mirror that to you. Twin flames are purposeful. They are meant to heal some aspects within each other. And some twin flame relationships do work out, like lifetime, like they totally work out. And others, they don't work out, and maybe they're actually not supposed to. You learn X amount of lessons for an X amount of time, and that's that. But it's usually a very like deep, I feel like oftentimes it can kind of be a little bit of like there's I don't know how to describe it. Not like a chaser runner, because that's actually more of a toxic relationship, and not all twin flames are toxic. But it is like I feel like there's a little more chaos within the intensity, that's probably the better word, intensity with the relationship. It's the emotions are usually like a roller coaster versus more even keel. Twin flames, the same soul you meet each. Oh, that's a very good question. Because I also believe that we are, each lifetime, we are surrounded by similar like souls that we've been with before. Like they're like our soul family. I'll group that into that. I will say twin flames, I don't know if it's so much the same soul in every lifetime. It's possible that you guys could skip a lifetime or two, right? Needing to take a break from each other. But then eventually you kind of do come back, unless you guys truly sever the connection and you're like, no, like that's it. We're never doing this again. That takes a lot of work, but it can actually be done. I know are some people who believe you can't break soul contracts, but I know a lot of shamans who know how to break soul contracts. So I will beg to differ on that one. Yeah, Ian, yes. Yep. Ashley, you're led to believe I have a twin flame, but I don't know. I mean, I thought I had a twin flame, but then I don't know. I no longer believe I do. I believe I have a divine counterpart. I like that term way better. Divine counterpart. I feel like it leaves some of the chaos behind. How do you know that your person is a twin flame? That's actually a very good question. How do you know? I almost feel like it's something like you would just know. Like it's like it taps into like your claircognizance. Like it'd just be something like intuitively you would just know. You don't know how you know, but you just know. You refer to them like you just refer to them as a twin flame without second guessing it. Okay, so Ashley, you could be more. Oh, thanks Ken for following me. So you could just have a really like soul bond, a soulmate type of contract. That's okay though, because soulmates, like I said, they can last a very long time. And you're still meant to learn stuff from them. That's not like, I feel like it's like, I don't know if I want to say, like there's different levels, I guess you could say, like soulmates, twin flames, divine counterpart, like it's like sort of different levels. Adjust my camera a little. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Thank you guys for being here. I like Spirit Talk Day. Well, oftentimes if you're some soulmates are karmic, because like you guys will have spent like a past life or multiple together, right? But you always kept repeating the lesson. You never actually like learned it. You just kept repeating a cycle. And then you guys would, part, right? Till death do you part. You part in that lifetime, come back to this lifetime. You're like, okay, let's try to like get through this lesson. Let's try to complete it and get over it. So yeah, no, those are usually karmic. It's karmic are the ones where like you go around in circles, and that's in different lifetimes, but then also in this lifetime, you're on a loop. You keep going through the same damn cycle. Ooh, I like your theory. Emily, I get really good vibes, honey. I'm not doing questions, so on Thursdays I am, but I'm going to tell you I get really good vibes with that, Emily. You called that in, woman. You called it in. If you haven't the lesson, you split, restart the next lifetime. When you have learned all the lessons, yes, you become, yeah, I like that. Thanks, I felt like I needed a little something. My hair, so I actually decided to start making my own shampoo and conditioner. And I normally have very oily hair, and so a lot of the articles I read, like, the first week or two when you're using your, homemade shampoo, it's gonna make your hair oily, and I'm like, oh, fucking Christ. So I'm like, yeah, filter around my head's going to cover it today. God, how vain and superficial am I? Yay, Becky, I love it. I love it. Guys, change is upon a lot of us right now. Oh, thank you, Ian. Change is upon us. Literally, I think okay, now we're in May, but I know like in February, March, especially, I kept seeing May, June for a lot of stuff. May, June. Yeah, we're there. We're there. Good morning. Good morning. It is, and I think also because, May itself is the 5th month. So 5 is all about change. Whether change is good or bad. Thursday, Nick, I'll be doing that. Mondays and Thursdays. Today is Spirit Talk. So if you have any questions just regarding spirituality in general, we'll discuss that. But Thursday is the reading day. But yeah, 5 is the number of change. So May into June, it's all about change. And what I want to say with this is, with all the change coming into play, go with the flow. Go with the flow. I know there are going to be some people who are not going to like the change happening. Like it's just no. For some things are going to fall apart. But that's because that's making room for what you really want to come in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's true. It's true, Ken. It's true, because oftentimes you can find, going through such a change, you can find grace to be able to just sort of accept where you're at and just be like, okay, what will be, will be. And I feel like if everyone just tries to believe they will be okay through whatever transitions they're going through, then you will actually be okay. A few big changes in May. I'm very trust, woman. It'll go well. Trust. It's funny because I actually always feel like I'll be okay. And I think it's because I have looked back enough where I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been through some shitty fucking experiences, but here I am. Here I am. I'm alive. I'm doing well. And here I am. I survived 100% of everything I've gone through. And so have you, you know what I mean? So have you guys. You guys have survived if you're here, literally in this exact moment, my time, 8:12 a.m., if you're here watching this, you have survived 100% of all experiences, including all the shitty ones. Then what makes you think you're not going to be okay? You know what I mean? I think I just sort of have that mindset. Oh, I'm waiting for my major. I've been willing. The change is coming in, except it's coming in slowly for me. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe I think I can handle everything. You know that movie? What is it? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or Everywhere, Everything, All at Once. That movie that just came out last year. In my head, I'm like, yeah, just do it all now, right? Because I think I can handle it, but maybe I actually can't handle that, and that's why it's coming in slow. Yeah, undefeatable until proven otherwise. Yes. It's true. You always think you can't get through. It's very true. Yes, that's very true. And because you don't know how you're going to get through it. We always get caught up. I feel like as humans, we always get caught up on the how, right? We always get caught up on the how. How are we going to do this? Oftentimes though, I shouldn't say often, some of the times, the how doesn't ever matter. It's just we'll let that mental struggle go and the answer will come to you and you just do it. Yeah, slug speed. Yeah, it's great. It's fucking great. Snail mail. I try to give out all the positive vibes. I try. And I swear a lot, so that's just my normal vocabulary. I don't mean anything mean by it, though. So I hope no one cares about me cursing all the time. I do. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes that tunnel is a little longer than we wish it would be. But there's always light. You can't have light without the darkness. I mean, literally, have you ever shown a flashlight on a lit match or a candle? The flame disappears. You need darkness for light. You do. Honestly, Tay, I will just start talking. I know that sounds so silly, right? I do it when no one's around, so people don't think I'm all that crazy. I literally because I don't meditate all the time. I really don't. And also, I thought about starting, this one again with a meditation, but I was like, no, not today. I'm not feeling it today. I think because over the years, I have connected with different deities, ascended beings, whatever you want to call them. If I'm feeling in need of something, if I feel like I need to calm down, I will literally ask, I'll just kind of close my eyes for a second because it helps me focus for a split second. And I'll just be like, Archangel Raphael, can you be with me right now? And I don't even have to say it out loud. You can say it in your head, right? Because they're going to hear you anyway. And I just do that. And then I usually wait a minute or so. And that's when I tend to start to either feel calm or whatever it is. I'll just ask whoever I want to connect to. I'll just ask, or literally in general, Tay, I'll be like, all right, if there's a guide around me who can help me with this situation, please do so in whatever way you're able to. And I leave it at that. It's very open-ended, but I leave it at that. And I just trust. I just trust that it's going to work out. I trust that I'm connecting to someone, and I always, for my highest and best, I just trust. Hello. It does. It's so funny. Because the body releases endorphins when you curse. It's true. Especially, it keeps the throat chakra open. I always tell people that. I'm like, don't be afraid to use those swear words. It keeps the throat chakra open. Release any and all expectations. Just have, literally try. The more you try, right, the easier it becomes. But I just don't have any expectations. Just put it out there. Say, your request or your question, your prayer, whatever it is. And that's just kind of okay, well, I hope for the best. Leave it at that. Yep. Ask for a specific sign. So say okay, how can I use for an example? Okay, if you have a certain spirit guide you want to talk to, fine. You say their name, call for them. Otherwise, I feel just leaving it open, just be like, I really want to know when a relationship is coming in for me. Can you start showing me a green butterfly right before a relationship comes in? And then just leave it at please and thank you, right? You can ask for a specific sign, but understand though, you can't control when you're gonna see the sign, right? Because it's, especially okay, if asking for love, that was an example. It could be you're not supposed to meet someone for 3 months, But for all you know, that month prior, you're going to start seeing pictures of green butterflies, or you'll somehow actually see a green, I've never seen a green butterfly, but you know what I mean? Like, you'll just start seeing it beforehand, and that was spirit answering back to you like, yeah, we heard you. It's just a matter of time. It's true. Okay, so asking for a lion. Okay. Jana, my mouth got me in trouble expressing my throat chakra is opened. I love it. And thank you for following me. I love it. But were you... Okay, so maybe it was the choice of words that got you in trouble. But see, if you were still able to express, though, how you feel, that's not a bad thing. However, if you weren't too careful on the words that you chose to use, okay, well then maybe you can hold yourself accountable for that part. But I feel though if you were able to express, okay, your feelings though, like you did a good thing. All right? So don't get too hard on yourself. Okay. So, okay. I can't tell sometimes if my mom is narcissistic or if my mom is literally just miserable because she doesn't know how to get out of her own way and she always chooses the same thing and she hates her life, right? Like, I can't quite honestly tell. But, because like my mom is one of the more verbally and emotionally abusive people I know, but she's only like that to my dad. She's not like that to her kids, which is what throws me off because I'm like, I've been in a couple of narcissistic relationships, so I know what that's like. Ugh. Ugh. 0 stars. Do not recommend. But so living with someone who's like that, that's much harder to deal with because you're around their energy like all the time. So I understand that. That's, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's so funny because like like my mom is definitely like my mom is the king and queen of the household. I will tell you that. Like she works out of her shadow masculine side. She is and my mom has to like control everything and everyone, but not herself. She's not aware like that. And there's been plenty of times where me and I'm the oldest of 3, but like my sister still lives with us. So me and my sister have like called her out plenty of times, but like my mom's like not aware. Like but my mom plays the victim as well, which is also a very narcissistic thing. But she really is like very verbally abusive and emotionally abusive to my dad though, not really to us. So like I said, that's what throws me off because I'm like, I feel like if you're narcissistic, you would just be like that with everyone you meet, everyone in your life. But so I don't know, like, that's why I'm like, oh, maybe she's just fucking miserable. And I mean, I do know, well, my papa, her father, I know he died when she was like in her 30s. Like I was only 9 years old when he died. So I don't have many memories of him, but I've learned as an adult that he was abusive to my Nana, to her mom. And I think my mom has blocked that out. Because my mom has idolized her dad. And I'm like, I don't think Papa is as nice as you think he was. But, so I don't know. Like, I've kind of given up labeling my mom. But I'm like, yeah, but she's got some narcissistic traits. Jenna, do you have a Mercury in Sagittarius? That sounds typical of a Mercury in Sagittarius. Antisocial dissonance disorder. Oh, I haven't heard that. Okay. No, you can't fix broken people. I've learned that the hard way over the years. It's so true. Yes, no, Tay, that's very true. I'm a Sagittarius as well. Very nice. Same, yeah. Yep. It's true though. People who do, if there is some mental disorder, mental instability, chances of them being able to hold themselves accountable or having a self-awareness is pretty slim. Oh, Ken, you literally have like answered a question I have like always wondered, and I've just never bothered. So I don't think I really knew how to like Google it. Like that. Okay. Antisocial dissonance disorder. I need to write this down. Hold on. I gotta get a pen. I gotta write that down. Antisocial dissonance disorder. I gotta write that down. Because I'm going to like research that. Antisocial dissonance disorder. Oh my God, that explains so much. Literally, I'd always wondered that. I'm like, I don't understand how she can be so bad to my father, but like, us kids can't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? Ah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Well, they're good questions to ask, Tay. They really are. Yeah, guess who has what? But for malign reasons, but to benign people. Okay. Oh, Ken, Ken, do you deal with this? Is this how you know this? How do you know this? Kendra, so today is Spirit Talk Day. Thursday will be the card pulls, the questions, the readings day. So if you have questions regarding anything spiritual or psychological, we're talking about narcissism right now. Which is fine too, though, because that's things that we all need to deal with. Bookworms are the best. No worries, Kendra. It's all good. It's all good, honey. It's all good. I used to be a big bookworm way back in the day. Married to one of those. Ugh, yeah. It's I find, and I don't know if it's like I don't know who the lesson is for, but I find that empaths, not all, but a good chunk of empaths are actually always use the right words, are surrounded by narcissistic people in some way, shape, or form, whether it is a family member or they get drawn to romantic relationships with a narcissist. And like I said, I don't know if it's I don't know who the lesson is for. If the lesson is for the empath, or if it's for the narcissist. You know what I mean? I just feel like there just tends to be a narcissist paired up some way, shape, or form with an empath. Karma. Yeah, it's just, and I'm like, why though? It's so true, but if we're born into a family, so my mom, has part of narcissism within her. Well, I was born into that. You know what I mean? It's not my fault she's like that. It's and I have had to learn to put up boundaries. And it's funny because, I get an astrology reading for my birthday every year. And just this past November, I got a reading, and God love her. She even said, she's like, Jennie, she's like, come the spring, you need to put up, like, you need to really, really, like, honor your boundaries. And automatically I think, like, okay, boundaries with my mom. Automatic. Everything goes back to, like, my mom, honest to God. Like, I've been working on a mother wound for the past couple of years. Like, and there has been a few boundaries I've had to put up in other places, but it is my mom, because she is very much like, she wants to control everything. So it's just like, I've had to learn boundaries. So in that aspect, I guess I could say I am a little bit thankful that I am around someone so much where I've had to learn how to put up boundaries. Like, boundaries is a good thing for an empath to learn, but you only learn it when you're presented in a situation that calls for it. When you have to say no. That's the only time you learn a boundary. That's the only time you ever learn anything, is when you're in that actual situation, right? It's so hard. It is so freaking hard. Especially if you've grown up around someone like your entire life. You know, it's just, you're around their energy. Like, it's so hard. Yep. Oh yeah, you gotta put the bubble around you. And family units, like family connections, I feel like that is the hardest. That's the hardest to put up the emotional boundaries with, because you've grown up with them. You're around them, usually more so than your friends. Obviously depending on where you live, as an adult, but they form your basis. They're your basis as a kid. You learn so many things from them. Of course, then as an adult, if you gain self-awareness, you realize you have to unlearn a lot of shit. Like I did. So when was this? Was this like right before the pandemic? Or was it actually in 21? Okay, I don't know. A few years ago, me and a friend did, it's called a QHHT session, quantum health hypnosis technique. It's like a really deep regression type of thing, guided meditation thing. And we had looked into like why certain people were in my life. And one of the answers I had said regarding my mom, actually I said two things. I was to learn generosity through my mom, because my mom is a very giving person, just to everyone actually. But also one of the biggest things I was to learn from her was how not to be. That was my purpose. That's one of my reasons for being born through her, was how not to be. Yeah, that's what my higher self told me. Okay. But it's still hard. Yep. Jenna, yep. Family boundaries, I swear, is like one of the hardest things. That's very true, Tay. Yes. Ian, same. Ian, same. In the past few years, I have had I've been at the lowest financially, ever. And then so I actually had I had some money saved up in 2020, right? And then the pandemic hit, and literally also in that summer, my mom broke her leg. My Nana, who had dementia, ended up moving in with us. All of a sudden I was thrown into being a caretaker, and out went my dream of having my own place. And then from there, my finances went downhill. And the lowest point I was at was this winter. I'm now climbing back up, thankfully. And it's also because I've noticed I've started saying no more to my family. No, I have to do this. No, I'm going on live at this time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Tay, you're awesome. Oh yeah, Tay, just not excited for this stuff. True. So, okay, so here's what I've learned, okay? I've also realized that I think this is actually part of my purpose for being here, is I'll go through certain situations I'll say first. I'll go through certain situations in my life, and usually when I'm coming out of it is when I encounter people who are just entering that situation I've gone through. So it's like, oh, okay, I just went through this. Let me help you. So Paige, what I've learned, okay, take this if it resonates. If not, you know what I mean? Just figure it out. Just literally, I've learned to just work with what I have, which is not easy, but I stopped like going out to lunch with my friends. I mean it. This was from November to about like end of March. Okay. So for about like 5 months, solid months, I like didn't go out to eat with my friends. I bought very little for food and just ate what was here. Like I literally I did not spend like any money unless it was on bills. I focused on my basic needs. I brought myself way the fuck down to my basic needs. And I was like, okay, Jennie, but do you really need that? Do you really need that crystal? Don't care that it's $2. Do you need that crystal? No, you don't need that crystal. Do you really need that shirt? No, you have fucking 15 shirts you can choose from. You know what I mean? Like I went down to my basic needs and I worked with what I had. And I think that also that sort of just helped me to budget as well, because I've grown up with a lot of abundance blocks. My family has a lack mentality, so I've grown up with a lot of financial abundance blocks. So, you know, whenever money would come to me, I would automatically want to spend it. Well, now I was at a point where I had no money, just enough to pay my bills and no more. And it's like, okay, literally just working with what I have. That has helped me. Okay, that has helped me. It took me a few months to get through it. Whether or not you want to try that, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. No, I'd love to tell you it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But if you're very diligent about it, you'll get through it. Thank you, Jana. I'm going to ask a dumb question. Do you feel inclined to carry a deck at all time now? You mean like when I'm out and about carrying a deck? I don't actually. Yeah. Sometimes you have to sometimes you literally just gotta work with what you have. And you have to sometimes be harsh with your spending habits. Sometimes you have to. Usually though, that's always, it's temporary. It's always temporary. It's like that pendulum, pendulum always swings back and forth. And even when I was at that one end where I was like, yeah, I've got no money. Oh my God, I've got no money. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay my bills this month. Like I've got no money. I always felt though, I was like, nope, if I'm already at this end, I can only go the other way. I'm already at rock bottom. Literally, rock bottom would be here, not here. Rock bottom, you can only go up. Oh, it's so true. You're welcome. Love learning about it. Yay. Shalom, awesome. Thanks for the follow. Neve and Sandra, thank you for being here. Thursday will be the questions day. Thanks for the follow and thanks for the likes. Oh my God, I love it. I do. I love seeing the red hearts go up. It's fun. Am I able to even like my own thing? That'd be silly, but let's do it anyway. Oh my God, I can. I just double tapped it and I was like, wow, a red heart went up. Look at that. Oh, that's so funny. Why I always see repetitive numbers. Usually that's letting you know certain things are coming into your life or that's you're on the right track. So 555 usually lets you know changes around you or changes coming in. So be open to the change. Try to go with the flow. And certain numbers like 222 usually means two things or two people coming together. 1010, actually, I think that's about like it's sort of similar to an ending of something. Like an excess energy around a situation that is about to end. Thank you, Ken. I try to be, quite honestly. Even on days when I'm not feeling so cheery and positive, I try to be. My moon is in Pisces, so I can feel things very, very, very fucking deeply. I've said to a few people, I'm like, no, I'm telling you, my emotions can go as deep as the Mariana Trench in the Pacific. I'm like, I can go very dark and deep with my emotions. But half my chart is Sagittarius, and so I think the natural Sagittarian optimism pulls me out of it fairly quickly. Shalom, so regarding spiritual gifts, what are you drawn to? Like, are you drawn towards crystals? Are you drawn towards working with, tarot and oracle? Spiritually wise, what are you drawn towards? Because what you're drawn towards indicates the gift that you have. 1111 or 111. Make sure you keep your thoughts as positive as possible, because that also means you are literally manifesting what you think about. Okay, so if you're always worried about like worst case scenario, worried that something isn't going to happen, then you're going to make that something not happen, all right? I could, Ian. I'm also a little lazy about it. Empath cards. Okay, so if you're drawn to cards, Shalom, then you've definitely got this. Okay, you've got intuition. Your crown chakra and your third eye probably really activated or wanting to be activated. Okay, and strengthened. So working with the cards as much as you want, even if it's for yourself. Obviously, initially, yes, and then practicing on other people or whatever. But so that. You're very intuitive, whether it comes to you through clairvoyance, which is seeing in your mind, clairaudience, which is hearing, clairsentience, which is just feeling, and that ties into the empath. Clairsentience and empathic abilities are pretty much one and the same, quite honestly. Okay, they really are. Claircognizance is just knowing, like you just know. Like you know your name, you just know. An empath is very much being able to pick up on other people's energies. Also, unfortunately, being able to absorb other people's energies. So usually those who are empathic have to picture themselves either in a bubble or wear dark clothing. Black tends to repel. Having dark crystals on you also tends to block and repel. But just so you know, here's my silly trick for guessing your spiritual gift. Art and music. Oh, thanks for the follow. Art, music, and knowledge. Ken, do you ever connect to Archangel Gabriel? Because I feel like Gabriel would be a good energy for you to connect to. And Ariel, but definitely Gabriel. What Harry Potter class would you want to take? That's a great... There's so many Harry Potter classes that I'm drawn to. So many. Well, cheeky girl. So today's more for questions just regarding spirituality. Not so much me looking into wow, I just lost my train of thought. Holy Fuck. Sorry about that. Regarding anything spiritual around you, how do you normally feel throughout your day? Do you feel like someone is around you? Do you get chills for no reason? I know some people, they'll pick up on energies and physically feel like chills around them. Do you hear ringing in your ear or like a ding? Sometimes that's usually spirit talking. If you hear like a little ding in your ear. Ken, I love it. Okay, well, Ian, that's not a bad thing because you're probably repelling energy. Divination and herbology. There you go. So, okay, so Emily, you're super empathic. You pick up on everyone's energies. Oh, that's okay, Shalom. You don't have to go there. If you're that just means you're not ready for that, and that's fine. If like you don't have to. Because I always tell people, I'm like, look, whatever you're drawn towards, there's a reason for that. You'll find out as you move towards it why you're drawn to it. Like if something like just feels good to you that you want to learn, like have at it, man. Have at it. You have a natural inclination towards it. You're going to pick up on it very easily. Oh, no worries, no worries. So Mondays and Thursdays, you're welcome, Shalon. Mondays and Thursdays, I do the card pulls and channeling messages and stuff like that. Tuesdays and Fridays, cheeky girl, Tuesdays and Fridays, this is more spiritual talk day. So anything in the spiritual realm, spirituality, even psychology, because several minutes ago we were talking about being around narcissistic people and dealing with that, but still, that's still very much in touch with spirituality. So that's what today is. Mary, Thursday is the day for that. Yeah, defense against the dark arts. I know, I kind of want to I would try to dabble a little bit in the dark arts just so I would have a better understanding, I think, of it. Welcome to your spiritual awakening. I suggest you keep your seatbelt on and your hands and feet in front of you. Tray table up, please, because you're in for a bumpy ride. Also, though, I'm actually a bit serious about that, Fab. So, yes. Spiritual awakenings are awesome. You know, I feel like Shrek said it best, where they say ogres have layers, right? Well, humans have layers. We're like onions, okay? We have layers. A spiritual awakening helps you to undo those layers, okay? So that you literally become the person you are meant to be. Not who you think you should be. Who you are meant to be. Because oftentimes those are two different people. You're getting a tarot deck soon. Yay! Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Make sure, though, if you're picking the deck out for yourself, like literally just choose one you're drawn to. Okay? You're drawn to. Just so you know. And Tay, that's not a bad thing. I love it. Okay, so Fab, I don't know if you do any guided meditations or if you don't meditate, that's okay, because not everyone meditates, and that's fine. I don't meditate all the time. If you do have like a tarot or oracle deck, that will help to develop and strengthen your psychic abilities as well. But also though, like whatever you're drawn to, you could just like crystals and gemstones, and okay, perfect. You can work with their energies, or you could love being out in nature, and you're like, no, I want to talk to trees. Hell fucking yeah, talk to trees. They'll help you out. Like whatever, Fab, whatever you are drawn towards, that's what you need to learn about, because there's a reason for that. Next spiritual chat is all about what Harry Potter house you're in. Yes. Okay, with writing, it's possible that you could do what's called automatic writing, where it's like you just grab, pen and like notebook, and it's not even like you could just like start scribbling, like circles, doodles, and you could not really be paying attention, or you could just kind of sit and be like, what do I need to know? And next thing you know, your hand is moving in a word, and it's you're writing a word in cursive or something like that, and you don't even realize it. That's automatic writing. It's also possible, though, that you just, whatever thoughts you get in your mind, you need to write down. Okay? Writing is a valuable tool, for sure. But check into automatic writing. That's actually what came to my mind first when I read your thing. So look into automatic writing. I took a class on that once years ago, and I just, that's not me. I tried it. I had a very hard time doing it. So whatever. But you might pick up on that very easily. You did meditate, but nothing happened. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. What are you drawn towards, Fab? Regarding anything spiritual, magical, this realm, what are you drawn towards? You're welcome. Crystals. Perfect. So it's possible you could be like a crystal healer. So like, I don't know if you already have crystals, but like, next time you're in a shop, go towards one you're just drawn to. You can look at some, oftentimes there's usually like a card with the crystals saying like what it is and, just a few quick qualities of it or whatever. I say don't look at the cards. Just go by like have your hand out and do your left hand. Have your left hand out. Left hand takes in energy. Right side releases energy. This is of the body, okay? Your left side takes in, right side releases. So if you're looking for a crystal to work with or just to have with you, use your left hand, and like I said, don't even look at the cards. Just go, like, move your hand over to see what you're drawn towards. If you want to, eyes closed, right? So you're not distracted. Eyes closed, and see where you're drawn towards, and just, maybe you feel heat. Maybe you feel heat off of one. Or maybe you feel one that's really cold, but it feels okay to you. Whatever you just feel drawn towards, grab it. That's usually one you're supposed to have with you or work with in some way. Maybe you need to sleep with it in your pillowcase. I do that. Right now I have what's in my pillowcase right now? Seraphonite, whatever. It's a green one, and it looks like it has it looks like it's etched with angel feathers. That's in my pillowcase right now. I like to change out my stones. I find sleeping with them tends to help the lazy way. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. If I can do things the lazy way, I will. And if meditating is too hard for you, then don't do it. Honestly. Fluorite's a wonderful freaking stone. Fluorite is really good for developing your psychic abilities and also to help you through times of transition and change. So fluorite, actually, yes, would probably be very good for you right now. Even just to have it on you throughout the day. Connecting to the energy, because every stone on this planet vibrates at its own frequency. I don't know, I don't know the hertz number frequency that each stone has, but each one vibrates at its own frequency. And when you can connect to that, like literally, you're absorbing that energy and working with it. If that's what if fluorite is what you're drawn to most, go for it. My favorite stone is the Herkimer diamond. I love the Herkimer diamond, and I was first introduced to that in ninth grade through a field trip, and I had no idea what, crystals and stones were. You're very welcome. A funny title, Herkimer diamond. Well, in New York, there's a town called Herkimer, New York, and they have mines there of diamonds, and it's called the Herkimer diamond. So it is actually a diamond, but it doesn't have the brilliance of the diamond that you would see like, at K Jewelers or anything like that. It doesn't have that type of brilliance. It does have the clarity, just that type of shine that those type of diamonds have. Herkimer diamonds don't have that. However, Herkimer diamonds connect very much to the third eye chakra and intuition and psychic abilities, and probably why I was drawn to it, not knowing that way back in the day. So, actually, you know what? I'll show you a couple I have. I'll show you. Oh, obsidian's a good stone too. Okay. So I have a big one. This one is from ninth grade. My ninth grade field trip to Herkimer, New York to go mining. This is a big Herkimer diamond. It looks like a quartz, but it ain't a quartz. This is a Herkimer diamond. And a smaller, clearer one. I don't know if it's going to focus. It's not going to focus. Come on, focus. It's not going to focus. It's fine. This is another one, which I love. I would love one day to have maybe like a wedding ring. Not this size. Yesterday I asked a question. You said the wrong name because I accidentally spelt it wrong. Oh, that's okay, Amanda. That's okay. So yeah, so I know it's not focusing too well, but so in a retail store, I guarantee you this size, granted, this is not very clear. It's very dense, but I guarantee you this would probably go anywhere for $150 or $200 in a retail store. Possibly more at this one store. There's one store I know that just fucking charges a ridiculous amount of stupid money. This though, because it's much more clear, literally you can see through it, fully see through it. This actually probably goes for about $100. I love my Herkimers though. I do, it's my baby. And this one especially, so my teacher from ninth grade, his name's Mr. Monty, he was the one who always took us on the trips, and I saw him last summer about 5-6 weeks before he died. He died of cancer, and he gave me this. And he has got a bunch of stones. He has award-winning gemstones in his house. He has this malachite that literally he got an award for. He's got award-winning specimens, I'll call it. Ugh. God, I wish I was in his will because I want all his stones. But he gave me this, which is a good sized Herkimer. Oh, I was so upset when he died. I was so upset. He was my favorite teacher. And I was very happy I got to see him last summer, and I knew when I saw him, I knew he was going to die soon, and I wish he didn't. But so help me though, if I ever lose this, I probably will cry. Bawl my eyes out. I will probably bawl my eyes out. Cannot lose that. But yeah, whatever stone you're drawn to, that means you gotta pick it up. It's gotta be with you. I do have a snowflake obsidian pendant. It's in the shape of a heart. I've had that since 05, 06. I got that when I was in massage school. Clear quartz is a good one. Clear quartz does exactly what the first word of it says. Clears everything. Same with selenite. Selenite is a very clearing stone as well. All right. Oh, what was the other one you mentioned today? That was a good one before the diamond. Fluorite? Was it fluorite? Fluorite. Fluorite, that's a good one. That's usually purple and green in color. It's like an ombre effect. Most often, there's different variations, but that is, I think, the most common is like a purpley green or pinky green ombre color. All right. Is there anything else, guys, that we want to discuss at all? Otherwise, I'll just be on for a few more minutes and then get going for the day. Tika, I can answer that question on Thursday. Today is just a spiritual chat day. Mondays and Thursdays are the message days. Tarot days, we'll call it. But thanks for being here. No, oh my God, don't even be sorry. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, good. Good. Mission accomplished. Sending you all the love. Each and every one of you. Take that. If you guys all watch Ralph Smart on YouTube, he usually goes, take that, take that, take that. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Good morning. Oh, you're very welcome, honey. You're very welcome. It's coming for you. Look, so I know you're just jumping on now, but like about an hour ago, I had mentioned that May and June, we got a lot of change coming in for a lot of us. So, yep. And some things will fall apart first in order for the new, in order for what we want, because it's got to make space. It's got to make room for what we want to really come in. So, but yeah, expect some changes. Oh. Normally I'd be very upset that you cry, but but it helped you to release. So that's a good cry. That's a good thing. That's a good cry. If something's healing, that's a good thing. Yep. It also means that you needed it. Oftentimes when you do, and also that it resonated with you, like on a soul level. So like if something is said to you that triggers an emotional response like that, that is also recognition. Your soul recognizes that as like, yes, that's truth. You know what I mean? And kind of like, yes, thank you for confirming. Thank you for validating what I knew like deep down. Retrograde is kicking a lot of ass this month. There are many people affected by this retrograde. Yeah, many people. A few are having a lighter time of it, but there are some. We got 2 more weeks. 2 more. I think around like the 16th. I don't know the exact date, but I feel like it's around there that it goes direct. So, and me, I tend to, for whatever reason, and this is like every Mercury retrograde, I will feel the effects of Mercury retrograde a week before it actually starts. And then, once it goes and then a week before it goes direct, I've already finished up with it. Like I experienced Mercury retrograde a week early. Weirdest thing, but I've noticed that over the years. I'm like, all right, well, I'd say get through it faster, but I'm still going through it for a few weeks at a time. So odd, though. And this year, the retrogrades are all in earth signs. So the next one will be for like Virgo. So I don't know the dates for that, but like end of August into September, that will be the next one. So, and then I don't know, and then Capricorn. I don't know what next year's will be. Probably air signs if it goes in that order. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. I welcome you guys to subscribe as well. When I get to the 33 mark, I'm going to be giving away a copy of my Oracle deck, Natural Enchantments Oracle. And then eventually when I hit a higher landmark, I'll give away a free reading as well. Haven't decided on the number on that one yet, but I'll do that as well. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna get off in a second. Hope you all are having a happy Tuesday, wherever you guys are. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here. Have a wonderful day. Be sure to have some fun today. Everyone needs some fun. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys Thursday for the tarot.